So lately in the Pokemon world, Mega Evolution has made a grand comeback. And it's definitely brought me a lot of nostalgia for Generation 6 along with it. Mega Evolution was the very first Pokemon gimmick. And I have to say, I think it's the best gimmick. Now me personally, I hate the gimmicks. I wish they just would stop trying to create some dumbass gimmick. But the reason Mega Evolution is the best, the main reason is because it's predictable. When you're battling somebody and you look at the team preview, you know exactly which Pokemon can Mega Evolve and which one they most likely will Mega Evolve. You can prepare accordingly. But with Z moves and Dynamax and Terra, you don't know. You don't know who has the Z Crystal. You don't know which Z Crystal it's gonna be. You don't know who they're gonna choose the Dynamax, and you have no clue who they're gonna terrestrialize and into what type. Like, I hate these little gimmicks, but if you're going to have a gimmick, at least let me be able to prepare for it, and Mega Evolution allows me to do that. Now, of course, if you're doing open team sheet where you can see the other team's moves and abilities and items, oh, not abilities, I think just moves and items, you can tell who has the Mega Evolution, who has the Mega Stone, who has the Z move, you know, what Terra types they have. So it allows you to be more prepared, which is great. So it makes it a little easier to strategize, but you know, you also have to think your team is also being viewed. So you also have to think about that, which is what makes it even tougher. But that type of format is only used in like the competitive scene. I'm talking mainstream Pokemon. You cannot see the other person's team and everything that they have. You could just see the Pokemon. And some people are against Mega Evolution because not every Pokemon can do it, and a lot of Pokemon that have a Mega Evolution are popular, already strong Pokemon, like Garchomp. And yes, I do agree that Garchomp and Lucario and Absol did not need another Mega Evolution. I don't know why we gave them another one. And those statements are true. I think that makes Mega Evolution even better. Why do all the Pokemon have to do the same thing? What, so that you can use any Pokemon in a battle? You can still do that. And in fact, Mega Evolution allows weaker Pokemon to go beyond evolution, evolve even further, into a better Pokemon. Or offers a new way to play. Or again, just makes the stronger Pokemon even stronger. Like, I made a Mega Golurk team and a Mega Crabominable team. I have never used either of those Pokemon in any Pokemon game or competitively. But I was able to use them now. And sure, I could have used them, but I was never into them. I think the Megas are pretty cool. And I got them in Champions, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. And I did it, and they work really well. But they're not invincible, right? Even the big boys, the big baddies, like Mega Charizard Y, he's still dying to a Rock-type move. Mega Gengar is still frail. It's going to die in like 1 or 2 hits. Mega Tyranitar still gets one-shot by fucking fighting type. Mega Garchomp still gets one-shot by an ice type. The Mega Pokemon aren't invincible. You just have to know how to play them. Like, Mega Frostlass has been dominating, but I have destroyed every Mega Frostlass I've run into. It's not that bad. Now, yes, it could be the player. It could be the player who's bad. But, you know, I'm a decent player. You know, I'm not amazing. I'm a decent guy. I'm a decent Pokemon player when it comes to this stuff. But I still know that, hey, if I hit that fucking Frostlass with a Rock-type move or a Steel-type move, it's gonna die. Or a Dark-type move. And at the end of the day, it's just cool. You know? Like, only certain Pokemon can Mega Evolve into a new form. Like, back in the day, all we saw was, when it came to new forms, was Deoxys and like Giratina. Like, when they added the origin form, it's like, whoa, what the hell? You know, he's got a different form. Deoxys his whole fucking mechanic was different forms. It was really cool. And now you're telling me regular Pokemon can do that too? That's just cool, man. And of course, we like to see the new designs, and the designs of the Megas are hit or miss most of the time. Of course, the more important thing people look at are the stats and the ability, which do matter a lot. But hey, you can't ignore the design, you know? Like Mega Dragonite, goofy as fuck. They had to have had it where the big wings were on his back and the small wings are on their head, and then some guy went like, what if we switch them? And they're like, good idea. That definitely had to happen. And when it comes to the other ones, like, I think the second best is probably Terra, just because the idea of changing your type on the fly can be pretty strategic, you know? The problem is, you know, as the other player, you don't know who's gonna do it and at what point they're going to do it, which will catch you off guard, right? In the moment, but a well-timed Terra decided games for people. And of course, Pokemon always has randomness, bullshit. It's just a part of the experience, you know. Pokemon's all about RNG. You're going to lose even though you should have won if you get crit. If you get crit and lose, well, that's it. You know, you lost because you got crit. You know, don't be a crybaby. That's the name of the game, you know. It sucks, you know, it's annoying. But hey, that's Pokemon. Or you get randomly fucking burned. You know, it's like, well, shit. Now my Pokemon's useless and I can't do any damage. I got hair in my mouth. Dynamax is fucking retarded. I hate Dynamax. Like I like the kaiju reference, you know, but it's just like, it just doesn't work. It's just horrible. It works well for like main story stuff, but it did not work for actual like Pokemon battles. And then Z moves, you know, it's like, yeah, they're alright, you know? It's like you could just protect the Z move, and yeah, Z move goes through protect, but it doesn't do a bunch of damage. Not the best to me. And then in doubles, like if you Z move one guy, and the other guy could just kill you, you know, like afterwards. So Mega Evolution, not only does it play with a core mechanic in the Pokemon games already, which is evolution, it's just like a little boost to one of your Pokemon, and I think they did a very good job at choosing Pokemon in Legends ZA to get new Megas. A lot of them are Pokemon that should have a Mega. The fact that it's predictable, the fact that I know every Pokemon that can do this gimmick makes it the absolute best and most fun. Because when you prepared, right, for the Mega, like, you know how satisfying it was? You know how satisfying it was to Trick Room, get my Trick Room up, helping hand Poltergeist a fucking Mega Charizard Y and kill it, or a Mega Gengar, or Frostlass, you know, like, you know how fun that was? That was so fun. I just destroyed these Mega Pokemon with my own Mega, but what made it possible was me, you know, pre-planning and getting a Trick Room off. And it's just the closest to regular Pokemon, because again, I love just regular Pokemon battles without any sort of gimmick. You know, like, why? We don't need a gimmick. I like that a lot, just normal Pokemon battles. And Mega Evolution is the closest to that, because there's nothing grand happening. Your Pokemon is just taking on a new form and getting stronger. And the best part, right? Like, it's not like one and done. Like, yeah, like that's who you Mega Evolve, but you can swap them out. You know, you could still play them like a regular Pokemon. You don't have to now one and done, and it didn't pay off, and now you're fucked. You know, like that's another thing with the other ones. One and done, Z move. They block your Z move, most of it. Okay, well, that's it. You can't Z move no more, and you're done. Terra, you Terra, a lot. I've seen so many times people Terra, and they get fucked immediately, or it doesn't work out for them. Dynamax, I haven't watched much competitive play with Dynamax, but I knew that shit was bullshit. Cause like if you Dynamax and the other person just Dynamaxes, and you have a Dynamax battle, and no one's really winning that, and yeah. It's terrible. I know it lasts for 3 turns, and then that's it. It's just a waste to me. It's just a fucking waste. And the moves, the Dynamax moves, were fucking bullshit too. And if Ricky allowed me to have a better relationship with him, I'd Mega Evolve him. Though probably not a good idea, because he'd probably turn on me.
You got that right. I'd bite your head off. And by the way, I am not your slave.
I never said you were. Do not give me that sass, okay? You know, Mega Evolution, you need to have a strong bond, okay? You have to love your Pokemon, or else you can't Mega Evolve. It's not gonna work.
Well, I love myself, so I can Mega Evolve myself, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'll be like Rayquaza and Dragon Ascent your ass.
Alright, Ricky, fine.
You know what? I'll do it right now.
Ricky, wait, what? Oh my god. What are you He's doing it! No, Ricky!
Say hi to Grandpa for me, Vinio.
No, Ricky, stop it! No!